and shoes sizes too big for them. They promised. William, worried by this, had a conference with his mother. This took place when they were alone eating supper. Before his father died, William used to have high tea with Miranda and then watch television. But now, at 12 years old, he had been promoted. So, over the chops and broccoli and mashed potatoes, William said, "She thinks she's getting that doll's house. We must give her one. Daddy promised." "I know. And he'd have bought her a beauty, no expense spared. But now we don't have that sort of money to spend on presents." "What about a second-hand one?" "Well, I'll look." She looked. She found one in the local antique shop, but it cost more than £100. A second-hand dealer produced another, but it was so shabby that the thought of actually giving it to Miranda for her birthday was somehow an insult to the child's intelligence. Together, William and his mother cased the toy shops, but the dolls' houses there were horrible plastic things, with pretend doors and windows that didn't open. "Perhaps we should wait for another year," his mother suggested. "It would give us more time to save up." But William knew it had to be this year. If they let Miranda down now, he knew that she would probably never trust an adult again. Besides, they owed it to his father. And then the answer came. By chance, he saw the advertisement on the back page of the Sunday newspaper. "Build your own traditional doll's house from one of our kits. Full instructions so simple a child could follow them. Special offer, open for only 2 weeks. £19.50, including post and packing." He read this, and then, more carefully, read it again. There were snags. For one thing, woodwork was not his strong point. Top of his class in English and history, he nevertheless found it well nigh impossible to hammer a nail home straight. For another, there was the question of money. He was saving his pocket money to buy a calculator. But needs must when the devil drives. The instructions were so simple a child could follow them, and he could probably manage for a little longer without the calculator. He made up his mind, wrote out the order form, bought a postal order and sent away for the doll's house kit. He didn't tell his mother what he had done. Each morning he got up early and went downstairs to intercept the postman before she should see the parcel. When at last it came, he carried it straight up to his bedroom and hid it under the wardrobe. That evening he took a deep breath, found a hammer, and set to work. To begin with, it wasn't too bad, and he got the main part of the house together. But then the problems started. There was a diagram for fitting the windows into their apertures, but the instructions might have been written in double Dutch. William turned from the maddening object, got dressed and went downstairs to find something to eat. As he crossed the hall, the telephone rang, and he picked up the receiver. "Hello? William?" "Yes." He made a private face. It was Arnold Ridgway, and Arnold, he knew, rather fancied William's mother. Although William could understand this, he found Arnold's company fairly heavy weather. Arnold was a widower, and very cheerful and noisy in a hail-fellow-well-met sort of way. Lately, William had begun to suspect that Arnold had private plans to marry his mother, but he hoped very much that this wouldn't happen. His mother did not love Arnold. There was a certain look about her that only happened every now and then, a secret radiance, and William hadn't seen this since his father died. It was certainly never evident when she was in Arnold's company. There was, however, always the possibility that Arnold might wear her down with the sheer force of his personality, and she would marry him for the comfort and security of his worldly goods. She would do such a thing for his sake, and for Miranda's, he knew. For her children, she would be prepared to make any sacrifice. "Arnold here. How's your mother this morning?" "I haven't seen her yet." "Such a lovely day. Thought I might take you all out for lunch.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.